very briefly Professor Saab's profile, which you've already gone through, because I've sent it through email as well. I really like Professor Saab's mission statement, so I'll read it out to you: to create a world of those who can alter the reality of the existing world, to make it a better place for themselves and for those who follow. And his motto is, use your mind for a change. Professor Saab, he's the director and teacher of Silva Mind Control and the new Silva 2000 USA. He's the accredited certified instructor of clinical hypnosis and hypnotherapy from NGH USA and licensed trainer of NLP from the NLP USA. In the field of psychology, semantics, emotional intelligence, neuro linguistics, mind metrics, and other subjects, he's considered an authority internationally. Having 2 PhDs to his qualifications, Professor Dr. Moiz Hussain was awarded the Best Instructor of the Year Award in 1997 and the Best Performance Award in 1998 by the National Guild of Hypnotists USA. He is the only Asian to be interviewed and placed on the cover of the prestigious Journal of Hypnotism USA. So that's something very brief about Professor Moiz. And the corporate world, he has been doing workshops and seminars for a lot of large national organizations and multinationals. So over to you, Professor Saab.
Thank you very much. Now, would you prefer me to stand and talk or sit and talk? Your choice. Lights off. Lights off, Kadru. I have this somewhere near. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I like this place when I came here because aesthetically it's great. The combination, the cleanliness and the environment, the ambience is very good. And nice to be talking to a group of people who are interested in NLP. How many of you have heard about NLP? Oh God.
Well, I sent a brief write-up on NLP with the...
Okay. Most people have not heard about NLP. I remember I was giving a presentation about 2 years back to some of the corporate heads in Karachi at PC. And most of them have studied abroad. They've done their MBAs from England or US. And I talked about communication skills. When I came down, a lot of them know me very well. So over a cup of tea, they all gathered around me and said, we have not heard or learned any of the communication skills in our MBAs in USA or UK, the ones that you talked about. So what I'm going to talk about is something totally different, totally new. The subject is called NLP, and I'm going to explain what NLP is all about. And of course, after that, if you have any questions, you can ask. Is English okay? Do you want me to go bilingual? It's very important for English. Now, in order to understand what NLP is all about, you first need to know the person who is talking to you about NLP. Remember, it is always the man behind the gun. We basically teach NLP, which is a subject in collaboration with the National Federation of Neuro Linguistic Psychology USA, based in Florida. There are many organizations who had NLP all over the world, and NLP is an amazing subject as we go along. I hope. Why don't you come and sit here and I'll tell you. 3 major organizations that we are affiliated with: the National Federation of Neuro Linguistic Psychology USA, the National Guild of Hypnotists USA, and the Silva Method Incorporated US. These 3 organizations, they basically deal with training programs, workshops, seminars. They deal with the human psyche and the human mind. This is not psychology. It is beyond psychology. Okay. This has got to do something which starts at the time when a child is conceived, and all the experiences that the child takes from the moment he enters the world up to his later on in life. They form a part of what we call a psyche, but behind the psyche there is something else that is working, so we will deal with that subject. Next. We have representation in so many countries, over 100,000 people trained, and we have got 150 trainers all over the world.
Can I ask just one more question? Would you mind showing the questions while you are presenting, or should we just say it at the end?
As you wish. Next, please.
So I just had a quick question.
Yeah.
So when you said, when the child is actually conceived, and of course so are you looking at a time frame from child conceived to what, 5 years, 7 years, or is it?
7 years, around 7 years.
Okay.
That's what modern psychology believes, that
That's
by the
true.
time of 7 years, the child's personality is completely fixed, and that's really true, really true. These are some of the programs that we teach worldwide, and you must have heard about, I don't know, Design Human Excellence. That's again an amazing program. Some of these are basically meant for the corporate world. We do a lot of public seminars, and every week we are somewhere in Pakistan or outside Pakistan teaching these. This is a program, the Genius Method is a program for kids. We teach them how to awaken the genius within them, and we have done it in various colleges and universities, remarkable results. Now let's understand what NLP is all about. N stands for neuro, L for linguistic, and P for programming. N is basically our brain, and not only the brain but the entire nervous system. Our nervous system and our brain works in an amazing way. It's one of the great marvels of God that we have not been able to understand so far. I am with a lot of neuroscientists in USA, and in one of the conferences they told me that what we know about the human brain is probably 10%, 90% we don't even know. So it means that there is a vast territory that still needs to be explored in terms of human capability and human capacity. Brain is an amazing instrument, amazing organ, and the entire system of the brain, the way the messages are sent to the different parts of the body, the brain messages that they receive from different parts of the body, it forms the entire neuro system or the nervous system. Linguistic is the language. You see, if I have to tell you I am Moiz Hussain, how do I express my reality? My reality to me is Moiz. How do I express it? I only express it in a language. Even if it's a verbal language or a non-verbal language through signs, but I need language to express my reality. How do you know what I am, what I want to say? How do I communicate?